Hey, what's up my dubious DBs, your boy Moist Mercenary back with another Beyblade X video. This time we're taking a next look at a DX Beyblade. That's right, this time we have this right here, and this is the warning for my editor, Chroma, who has not played Monster Hunter Wilds yet, that there are going to be spoilers. So, don't pay too much attention to the things that I'm saying in the next 30 seconds. If anything, Chroma, this is a message for you. Skip this clip if you don't want Monster Hunter Wild spoilers. This bay was based off of Dahaad from Monster Hunter Wilds. A very cool monster, might I say. Probably one of my favorite in the game. And this was a bay made for my friend who also quite likes Dahaad. So when I heard that he wanted this bay, I just had to make it. This is a DX defense type weighing roughly. I misplaced my scale again. I found it after the last video that I used it. I put it away and now I can't find it again. But when I weighed it, it was 38 grams. So not too heavy, but still pretty hefty, and got that pretty round shape with two neat little counter hooks on the top of it and maybe some counter-ish gaps down below it. And so I'm pretty happy with how this came out. If you know how Dahaad was in Monster Hunter Wilds, very tanky, very beefy, and it's just a giant thing. So a lot of the combos are going to focus around that tankiness, as this is meant to be a defense type. Now, before we do get into those, I will have to mention real quick, I messed up cataclysmically and printed this in left spin. I asked my friend, does he want this in right or left spin? He said right spin, and I designed it for right spin and everything. Like you see, the plastic part in the middle goes to right spin. It's supposed to be right spin, and I still printed in left spin. So barring that little error, I think it came out pretty well. And I mean, it shouldn't alter the performance too much aside from being able to equalize with righties. I'll just have to print a fixed version in the future. But anyways, enough of that. Let's go ahead and start battling. And guys, real quick, before we get to those battles, remember to go down there in the description below and join the Dubious Stevers Discord server if you want your own commission made for you by myself. Of course, if you are new here as well, to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more Beyblade X content to come, doing custom battles and custom bays every single week, so stay tuned to see more. So, structure of this video will be similar to the last, where I go through each line in X until we get to CX, and basically we're going to be starting with BX, of course, with Drawn Sword, and of course this guy's combo is going to be changing with each line that we go through. So right now he is on 580 high needle because you know, the monster he is based on is very large, very tall, and very bulky. So that's kind of the vibe I tried to go for here. And once again, he is meant to be in right spin, so take all these battles with a grain of salt, as I will be printing a right spin corrected version in the future. Let's go ahead and, of course, launch him first. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Pretty smooth launch. Go shoot. Decent tanking right off the bat. He tanked a full-on X dash from Drawn Sword, which Drawn Sword might be old for X terms, but he is still like a very strong attacker. Don't get anything twisted with that. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Go shoot. That lean is devious. It makes you really feel like it's about to give out at any second, but he just keeps on going with it. Very good performance so far from this guy. Go shoot. and managed to draw it out from what looked like it would have been a really close match. I imagine if it was right spin, it would have just straight up lost there. So yeah, there's some of the issues that come with it being mismolded. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And go shoot. Oops. Pinged drawn sword right into the pocket. Go shoot. And go shoot. And drawn sword does outspin that time. Very cool. You can't go shoot. And go shoot. How do I keep doing this with drawn sword, man? Go shoot. Alright, bro. This is going wonderfully right now. Go shoot. And go shoot. And there's another win from drawn sword. Each one go shoot. And go shoot. And an extreme finish. So drawn sword does win this first match. Dahaad doing pretty good, but looks like the height is really putting it at a bit of a disadvantage here. Not quite able to I guess, keep itself up as well as it could if it had a better stability. I do have to mention, being so heavy might also be a drawback for this guy in terms of spin steal or equalization or trying to outspin things. That really does weigh it down, especially at the core like that. That is a drawback to DX base, I guess. But anyways, the next opponent is Phoenix Wing here, and it's on 560 points, so this should be pretty good if I can launch properly. Go shoot. And go shoot. And it looks like Dahaad managed to outspin just slightly here. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And go shoot. And it managed to, I think, squeeze out just one extra, like, half rotation more than Phoenix is what it looked like to me. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And go shoot. And there we see a pretty good outspin there. Very good tanking, really stopped Phoenix from getting to the line early on where it would have been the most devastating with those attacks. Between go shoot. And go shoot. And just a slight outspin there. We're gonna go ahead and give it to Dahaad there. I could keep going, but I don't want to make it too dragged out with all these spin finishes. We kind of just see how it's going to go here, but very cool that it was able to just tank Phoenix like that. I think I'm getting used to the hang of launching it. It really does benefit from a sort of tilted, partially launch and a moderately strong launch at that. Not too hard. You don't want it to start speeding around, but slightly heftier launch does it some benefit. Moving on up to the UX side of things, I've gone ahead and changed this up to have 180 bound spike on here, and this was the combo I've been itching to try out the most. The first opponent we're going to be trying him out against, though, will be Impact Drake. So we are giving him a very tall task, tall challenge to overcome here. Let's see how well he does against this one. Hopefully that bound needle can help him out here. And I think Impact actually took that with an outspin. I think. I could be wrong. I'm only human. My eyes are only so good. This one, go shoot. And go shoot. And that looks like a draw. Honestly, I think he might be able to just beat Impact if he wasn't a left spin bay. If he was a right spin bay, I think he would be winning here. Go shoot. And go shoot. And there is a burst finish if I've ever seen one. Oh my. Impact does take that round, it looks like. Well, actually, no. We're still going here. That's still only 2 points to Impact, so it's 3 to 2, I think, or is it just 3 to 1? I don't know. Whatever it is, we're still going here. Let's see if Impact wins or not, though. And I forgot to give him a tilt to his launch here. 1 second. Go shoot. And go shoot. Oh, wow. Okay. Had some good destabilization there. It looked like that bounciness was interesting. That's another point to Dahaad, though. Go shoot. And go shoot. Oh, but Impact Drake is still Impact Drake, so he still wins there. Very cool performance, though. Did better than I expected with such a massive height difference. I really did not do it any favors here with that matchup. So I could have made a better combo here, but I still decided to go with what seemed more wacky and interesting. But he's still doing better than I would have expected, especially against Impact Drake there. But anyways, we have Aero Pegasus now on 760 regular rush. So let's see how this one goes. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And go shoot. And Arrow does outspin. Looks like that OWD really helps it out quite a lot. The stamina really is quite a negative on these DX bays. But I mean, hey, that's not always necessarily a problem. I could go with less stamina heavy bays in my life. And there we see Aero Pegasus getting another outspin there. Go shoot. I can say that it's tanking pretty well, it's just not getting any outspins. and a burst finish. I think I'm just going to write it in the books here for Jin Dahaad in that matchup. But hopefully this next combo... Who am I kidding? This next combo looks bad. I'm going to have to break my own rules for the next battle. So here we go against CX, and yeah, I'm breaking my own rules now. I was going to use a wedge on this thing, but we've got 470 hex. So I got to see this thing actually put out some good power output. First combo we're going up against in terms of CX stuff is Drawn Brave on Mince. My custom assist blade for it to make it extra cracked out and powerful. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! And go shoot! Oh yeah, Hex is singing to me right now. Hex is feeling good on this bay right now. 2, 1, go shoot! 2, 1, go shoot! Right now, it's looking like 70 height is optimal for this guy. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And go shoot. Alright, let's not count self-KO. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And go shoot. Ooh, Brave actually getting a burst off. Granted, it's on a 4 ratchet, but with the heightened burst res of Hexa, it's still probably pretty rare to see it happen like that. So it's 2-2 as of now. Pretty sure. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And all right, let's try that again. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And go shoot. And some beautiful tanking right there. 2, 1, go shoot. And push. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And go shoot. And a nice outspin right there. Let's go ahead and wrap it up with Drawn Brave and move on to the next match. And I know it's meant to be CX Town, but I've gone ahead and whipped out the previous DX Bay. We've got Bubble Gore right up here on 960 Gear Rush. And so I'm going to see how Jin Dahaad does against another lefty. I'm quite excited to see how this one goes. Right now, it's been looking like he's got a sort of crutch on left spin for outspins against certain opponents. Granted, there are some in which right spin would have helped him out a little bit, but let's go ahead and see how he does when it's a left on left spin. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And go shoot. And pretty good tanking, and just flip over Bubble Gore in that match. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. And go shoot. Oh my, there is that counterpoint in action, flinging Bubble Gore through the over finish, giving it 3 points so far. D20, go shoot. And go shoot. And we're seeing that Bubble Gore seemed to really rely on that left spin advantage in its own video. It got decimated by Jin Dahaad here. Very surprising how quickly that just ended. Granted, Bubble Gore does do better on all-out high speed. I think it would do way better on like a level or something like that, and maybe on a 970 instead of 60. But we didn't see that here. Oh wait, this is 970. I forgot. Fraud ass Beyblade. Not really. He should have been on level for his highest efficiency, but we didn't have that here, did we? What we did have though was a Jin Dahaad, pretty even-ish lineup here for a error molded custom. I think it did pretty well. I think it honestly might be better in right spin than in left spin like we've seen it so far. But unfortunately, this is the version I'm going to have to use for the time being until I can get my hands on the reprinted print. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been it for your boy Most Mercenary this week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.